All right, so engineer, you've shown us around the. We've looked inside the house and we've seen some of the flats. Of course, we can't go around every flat. There are 15 of them.
Yeah.
So, first things first. How many plots of land is this?
Okay, this 1.5 plot of land.
1.5 plot.
Yes.
Okay.
1.5 plot. It's not up to 2 plots.
What's the measurement?
The measurement is normally a plot of land is 50 by 100.
In Owerri.
In Owerri. So this is so the other one is half. That's 25 by 100. So this 1.5 plot of land.
1.5 plot.
Yes.
Okay, and you were able to use one part of it for this, and then you put this other small flat here.
Yeah.
By this side.
Yes, 15 mini flats.
Okay.
And likely like an apartment duplex. And a mini duplex.
Okay. Now, when was this house built?
This house was built 2020.
2020.
Yes, and we did it for 8 months.
Took you guys 8 months.
Yeah, this job was done for 8 months.
It took time. Is it because of the money flowing from the?
No. This is not just a duplex. This is not it's an apartment.
Okay,
and this is 2 floors, 2-story building.
Okay.
And as at the time we were building this house was during the COVID-19 that things were be on a struggle.
Okay.
You know, sometimes they leverage day to go and get materials and all that and all those sort of things. So movement were a bit restricted and things like that.
So that was the reason for the delay.
Yes,
because I know it wouldn't have taken you guys 6-8 months to put this together. Okay. Then also, I'm sure the cost at that time and now is
certainly not the same.
It's astronomically different.
No, certainly not the same. We are just coming back to
do the finishing.
To do the finishing, such as the POP you're seeing.
Okay.
As I did, we did a whole lot. We did even up to the windows, the burglaries, the doors, the internal doors, and all that. So basically, what we are doing now is the POP. We are going to do the soccerware, that's the septic tank. We are going to install the we are going to do the tiling.
Okay.
But the plumbing conduit has been done.
Okay.
The electrical wiring has also been done. So we did all that then. So we are going to, now, as we came back now, we are going to be doing, of course, the POP is ongoing. So we are going to be doing the tiling, the sanitary waste installation, that's the WCs, the showers, the heaters. And of course, we're going to do wardrobes in the rooms. Okay. And of course, cabinetry in the kitchen where things are going to be put in there and all that. Then we'll do the compound, and we're going to also put up a gatehouse.
Okay.
It will be as a service, because the intention for this is actually for service apartment.
Okay.
So it could be dual use. Okay. So the standard we are putting up is going to be for dual use, such that we could use it for service and Airbnb in this part of the country, or going to be for service apartment, or a company can hire it and have their staffs whenever they come in to stay there. And
okay, now you guys finished this whole project in 2020.
Yes.
And now we are in 2023.
Exactly.
21, 22, 23. Hold on. Yeah. So that's taken like 3 years. What was the reason? What was the reason that it took you guys extra 2 years plus? Was it from the client?
Yeah.
Or what happened?
From the client.
Okay.
Because not that the client actually, we had to help him do other things.
Okay.
Like there's one of the project that we will be seeing. So we will need to venture into other things. Like I keep telling us in this channel, sometimes people do a lot of things. Okay, building of a house is just a project. There are other things like maybe school projects. Every other thing is a project. So it was from the client. Okay. So it is a set time that we have decided to come back.
Decided to come and do the finishing.
Yes, because we're doing other things.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
First. I see that you guys there's a lot of burglary going on here.
Yes.
What is the most expensive thing? What has taken the most money in this project?
As when we're doing it.
Yes, as when it was done to the carcass.
The thing that took the most expensive part of the amount was the rods.
The rods.
In the difference. Exactly, because this house is a component of structure. Okay. And whenever you hear anything structure in your mind, what comes into your mind? Once anybody mentions structure, what comes into your mind is the reinforcement. Because what is holding this building is the reinforcement, which is the rods. So, as it is now, there are so many pillars into this building. About 67 pillars.
Okay.
In this side alone, outside the duplex. Okay, now inside that pillars travel from foundation depth deep down till up. And they have their different positions and different places they are being placed. Okay. Then after that, we have the decking matting area. We also have the first one, the second one, and all that. We have the lintels, for compression, the chain lintels that helps against compression. So this is I would say the rod. And after that, going to the finishing part of it, also have the railings, the burglaries. The reason why we have these burglaries built to the up is because of safety. Okay. And don't forget that this is an apartment where people will be living. You can have a child. Okay. So to avoid things, but look at this duplex. The duplex side, you see that even the up there, the balcony, the balcony rail is half because it's assumed that it's just the kind of person that will live here knows exactly, and you have to enter the master bedroom before you can have access to the balcony. So that's what it is. But this one now, you have access from the parlor to the room and all that. So we have to do the balcony to the upper level of it so that it will give some safety, like children living there and all those sort of things. Anybody can stay here. So we have to be well done so that people will be okay staying.
How much did it cost you guys to put the burglaries? Because the reason I want to mention it first is because there are plenty of it. Yes. Like outside here, the windows, inside the house, the windows, and all of that.
And all of the balconies.
Yes.
Okay, fine. The way we operate is when we have this kind of bulky projects, we go to a larger market and buy them in bulk, which you know. So I will say as a den, the cost, the amount we spent in buying all these burglaries in the markets, first of all, because it's not only that the fence also have railings. It's been done, they are in there. They are inside the duplex. It's not been fixed. It's been done. Okay. Even these gates, we are going to also fix them. The materials have been bought then. Okay, so we spent about 4.7 million naira.
As of 2020? As
of 2020 in buying the burglary, not the rods that is the deck for the decking, just the burglary. That's what you are asking.
Just the burglary.
Okay, so you spend that. So and now we pay 600,000 to the guy who did it. Who fixed it right on site. You can even see part of his workshop there. That thing you see is part of his workshop. He brought in his workshop here and he was fabricating them.
Okay, he was fabricating it
according to their sizes. So we spend about we pay him 600,000. Bought it 4.7, including transport and delivery and everything. We went to the market.
5.6 million.
Yes, we went to Onitsha and then have that exactly. That's for everything that has to do with burglary in this building. Both the fence, the gate, and of course everywhere.
Okay, 4.7.
Yes.
Okay, then let's talk about things like I'm just picking out the most important things that you can see. Then what about the rods? The rods that you said the rods are the most expensive material in this building. Yeah. So how much did you guys spend for the rods as of 2020 when this project was done?
That's the rod during the carcass.
Yes, both during the carcass, the first decking and the second decking plus the lintel and the pillars.
Exactly. Actually, then the price wasn't much. Yes. As of now, we are buying 16 mm for almost 9,000 naira. Okay. The good gauge, the new gauge that is usable now. Just I think 200 or 300 that is out from 9,000. But then we're buying it for 3,700 at the time. It went to 4,000, while the other one is like thereabout. So I would say rather that as a then we spent the first decking rods, the reinforcement we spent I think 12 million naira. Then the second one was about I think a little shift because we introduced more columns. So I would say 12, 10. The first one was 10 million. The other one was 12 million naira. And then a total of 20 million naira, 20 to 22, including labor. Okay. And the costing, the material purchase and the cost. Transport and everything was what we spent.
So between 20 and 22 million naira.
Yeah, it was what we spent in the entire rod, in the whole building. Both yes, exactly.
Okay. Exactly. Then the next thing will be cement.
The next thing will be cement, of course.
And cement is the second most expensive thing.
Cement is the second most expensive thing.
Okay.
So I would say that
sorry, before we go, how many, if you can remember, I know it's been like 2 years or 3 years now. If you have the record, but you don't have it on hand, yeah?
As in, it's in my brain.
How many bags of cement did you guys put in this?
Okay.
Estimatedly or roughly?
The way I can just give you this off head is because I know the stages we use them.
Okay.
For example, the first decking took us 300 bags of cement. Okay. The second decking took 350.
Just the decking, or is it from the foundation to the decking?
No, I'm not.
Okay, you're just calling for the decking.
I'm just trying to mention them in their stages, so that we can add it up.
Okay.
So the first decking took us 300 bags of cement for the decking casting, while the second one took 350. The 350 being that the second decking has expansion, they cantilever, just like you saw the rooms upstairs that are bigger and are wider. Thank you. Now 300, 350, 750. The foundation stages of it took us about 400 bags of cement, because we have to mat the foundation, did the whole DPC, mass concreting, and then the foundation layout and all that. Yeah. So I would say that we the total cement, including the lintel, and then outside the plastering. Let me just talk about the carcass. We bought about 350, 300, 400, about 1,100 bags of cement.
1,100 bags?
Yes, but I remember when we wanted to start the plastering. Yeah. I bought 200 bags first. Okay. And then after that didn't go even half of it. We bought another 200. So we spent like 500 bags of cement.
For the plastering? Is it for both sides?
Yes, for both sides.
Okay.
Yes.
So in other words, you spent, let's just say, around 1,500 bags of cement.
1,500, 600
bags.
Yes, at the time, because we started buying 50, 10, just to monitor progress, and on order not to have overuse and all that. So we say 1,600 bags of cement, and then we're buying cement for 3,800. Okay. Yes, 3.8. 3.8. Yes, that was the price of cement then. 3.8. Okay. We started buying 3.2, 3.5, 3.6. And it went to 3.8. As at the last one we bought 3.8.
Okay.
Exactly.
So 2020. Let's be precise, so that people will not think that we are talking about 2020. No. About 23.
2020. Yes.
2020.
Yes.
Okay. So, how much did you guys spend on the cement? If you can still remember, I know you've given us a breakdown, but
no, it's very easy now, because sometimes when we go to buy these materials, we don't just buy cement alone. When we go to buy, when we are going for purchasing, okay. We look at the possible other things that can go into that truck. Like I said, we look at other things. Okay, after buying like 500 bags of cement, what else can go in there?
Okay, so in other words, you're saying you buy other materials too, exactly. So that one truck that is carrying the cement can bring all of them to site that wants to save money.
Exactly. So sometimes we buy rods and we put in some cement. Okay. After we have bought rods and say, we still have space, just because of transportation, logistics, we say, okay, let's put some cement. Sometimes we buy a rod, we say, okay, let's put some pipes. Sometimes we buy this, we just decide to add other things. Okay. So there was no specific, we know that we just have records of the project as it was running.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
So in other words, we are saying 3,800 for the cement cost. We can say 3,800 by 1,600 bags.
Exactly.
And then that should give us
the cost of how many
bags of cement that went into the entire
project then. Okay. And the other thing is blocks.
Okay, blocks.
We were not buying.
Did you guys mold?
We were not molding. We were buying blocks.
Why did you guys buy? Normally, you guys will mold.
Yes, because as at then we were trying to. There was no time.
Okay, you're doing it fast.
So we now align with the company who has good block production. So we were buying from them.
How much were you guys buying per block?
Block as at then was 210 naira.
Okay, compared to now?
Now it's 450 naira.
Per block?
Per block.
210 naira, 400. That's in just a space of 2 years?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. Because it's controlled by cement and other factors. Okay. We're buying blocks for 210. At a time, say the guy gave us discount for 200. Yes, I remember we're buying 5 inches, because we used 9 inches blocks and 6 inches blocks. So the 6 inches was for 150, and then while the 9 inches was for 210. But he later gave us for 200 and thereabout, because we're buying in bulks.
Okay, so do you without looking at your records, do you actually remember how many blocks the number of blocks that went into it?
Yes, I know. We use 17,000 blocks.
17,000
only for this side. And then this side we use 3,900.
3,900 for
this? Yes.
17,000.
Because this side was more of steel structure. We erected the pillars before we now bring in blocks and start. In short, as a matter of fact, just to tell you, this other side, it's supposed to be a car park.
Okay.
So I have already raised a steel structure, pillars, and then such a car will park under it, and the upside will just have a 1-bedroom flat, just like this. But when we now saw that, the space was being wasteful.
And there's a lot of space here for car parks.
And then this place is an estate enclosed. The environment is an estate enclosed. From that way, we have a gate. From the exit into this place, you have a gate. So it's well protected. So, and even in the front, we have so much space. And by then, the government had done their road, and they give us so much space. So we are going to walk on the front, and where car can park outside. So we just let's make it
add this there.
Exactly.
Because the space here you can carry at least 10 cars.
I can carry at least 12 cars. And then the outside too is.
Okay, so you also build it in such a way that cars can park.
We make an alignment just like what you have in the bank. You put we put the division. We put interlocking, mark them. That's the plan.
One car.
That's the plan we want to have it, because the reason being that this place is an estate enclosed, and they have good security system that in the night from 6 a.m. they will start. And individual houses also have their security as well. So the exit to this place all have gated, so you don't have that access anytime.
All right.
Exactly.
Fine. So now let's go what about the roof? The roofing. The roofing.
Exactly.
Because I don't usually ask much about the roofing, but this one is quite massive.
Yes.
So I would like to know what you guys spent in building the carcass first.
Yes.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, the skeleton.
The skeleton.
Yeah.
Before I think this is tiles.
This step tiles.
Step tiles, not zinc.
The step tiles. Stone coated.
Okay.
So the same company that has been roofing for us that you know. Penfield Nigeria Limited. There's in Lekki. Yes. You shall go to the Lekki. There are the same people. Of course, if all of our roofs,
they're the ones that come to do it.
Exactly, which you know. So, but let's be precise about your question and giving answers. The skeleton wood as a den, we spend 800,000 naira. Okay. And then we get
800,000.
800,000
for everything.
The skeleton wood, including the small house.
Oh wow.
Yes, 800,000. Then. As a den, 2020. 800,000. Then what we pay the carpenter who fixed the wood, we gave him 300,000. Okay. Then, but
that's just labor.
That labor, but that 300,000 wasn't just for the roofing stage alone. We added other things. There was scaffolding around the house that we enabled the guys who are plastering to climb exactly. So we added that scaffolding to him. Added this other one. So he took 300K and some other stages of work we wanted him to do. Exactly. So we spent 800,000, but the roofing sheet itself alone was 3.2 million naira.
Oh, okay.
Yes, as at then. 3.2 million naira.
And they came and installed it by themselves as usual?
As usual. They
came from Lagos?
Came. We did the measurements. They came and confirmed it.
Okay, and also checked the skeleton to be sure that
it was what it is.
It was up to their standard.
Of course. We will always do what will be their standard because we know what is expected of them. Yes. Exactly.
Okay, because if it's not their standard, they will not.
They won't do it. They will just come and tell you, okay, make some adjustment. That is why there are a lot of jobs that we have to come in at that stage. Like one of the jobs we are going to be seeing soon. We come in. Someone else built the house, and then a client now said, okay, come in and help me finish after seeing our jobs on the YouTube. So we came, they have already done the roofing part of it, but the client now said, no, come in and do your thing. Of course, there were some structural adjustment. So, but when we checked that the roof wasn't well done, that's the skeleton part of it, because the client wants to use this same type of roof and he wants to use the company we have been using. Okay. So if we allow this roof, because this roof is quite heavier, it's called stone coated, stone tiles. So if you allow it to go on top there, the roof will sack. So we have to now go to market and get some more wood, and then we fortify it before we now take it up. So we know the standards and we know the capacity and the weight load of this roof. Okay. So we always do what is required. Okay. Exactly.
All right. So apart from the roof now, the burglary, I think the only other thing now again we will look at should be the windows.
Yes. The window GMP.
The GMP windows, was it fabricated here on site?
Yes. We also went to Onitsha.
Okay.
Got them with the clients. Okay. You know, me and the client and the guy to do it is my team. We went to Onitsha. That day we spent 3.6 million naira. 3.6 million? Yes.
Okay, for the materials?
For the materials. That is outside the labor.
What did you guys pay for the labor?
The labor was 270,000. 270. But it wasn't in one phase. Okay. Because that 3.6 7 I told you was just the skeletal part of that, like the profiles. So after he finished doing the profile, because as at that then the same truck can carry the glasses, because the glass will get broken. So we have to go to a nearby place and get the glass. So the glass took close to about 800,000. That's as at then. And mind you, all these things we are mentioning now should be double of it.
I know.
Exactly.
All prices we are mentioning, of course, are pre-2023. They were like these are prices of 2020 when the house was actually built.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so that is that. And then what else did you guys really spend money on? Okay, right now, with the stage we are now, we are doing the finishing.
Yes, the stage now we are doing the finishing.
What about the POP that we are seeing?
Okay,
at least for you guys to be doing it, you have an estimate.
Yes.
This one and this price now will be for 2023.
Exactly. The POP we are seeing currently now, the cost of the labor is about 1.5 million naira. Okay. That's the cost of the labor. And then the POP itself will take us about 4.2 million naira. Okay. But we just started for the entire flat. Yeah, but we just started in bits. How do we do it? You know, normally, sometimes people, you can't carry everything. We can't carry more than what you need to carry. So what we did was we just go to the market, because the guy estimated close to 400 bags of cement and thereabout. And a bag is about 8,500 currently in the market. Okay. So what we do, I bought 100 bags, which is there. Okay. So let's say the stage, the 100 bags can go. And then after that, we get another 100, and that is, And then after now, we are going to be getting other guys into sites. By next week, we are going to be getting the civil part of the guy into site. We're going to be doing the soccer wear. I'm going to be trying to finish up. You can see some places the plastering are yet, the dressing are yet completed. We are going to do that then before we move into tiling. The pillars you're seeing now, we are going to tile them. Okay. Yes, this pillar we are going to tile. That's why you saw that we plaster. We didn't make it smooth. We make it roughly, just like the front of the duplex and all that.
Okay, engineer. So now, minus the POP now, right? Okay. What as of 2020 that this house was moved to the carcass? How much did you guys spend for the entire project?
I would say that as at then,
we
had spent about 70 million naira.
Okay, 70 million.
Yes, 70
to
million.
Move this 2-story building from the ground floor to the carcass.
Exactly.
70 M. Does that include labor?
That's include labor.
Include labor and everything.
Yes, labor.
70. Okay. That was 2020.
That's 2020.
Okay, because then if you were to do that now by the level of inflation that we've had now, that has gone almost 1,000%, or 800% or 500% for some certain materials, how much do you think, if somebody wanted to do this in 2023, roughly how much do you think it will cost? Of course, we know that it is dependent on the type of land, soil, location, and all of that.
Well, if you have to do, we're talking about here now.
Well, let's say here now.
Because here is not swampy; it's just a good soil, and we did the right foundation preparation. Exactly. So if I said that, okay, if you have to do this currently and this same kind of structure, we will spend about 150 million to this stage.
Wow.
Because as it stands now, the estimated budget for the complete finishing is about 40 million naira. Yes, because we are going to buy the tiles. The tiles will take.
I think what we'll do is, when you guys have fixed the tiles, when you've done the finishing completely and painted, I think we will still come and look at it, and then and then do an updated content on that. So you are saying that currently now the amount has gone beyond 50%.
Yes, exactly.
So we are from 70 million to 2000.
Yes, because currently now blocks are sold for 450 naira one.
Against 210 naira.
200, 210, and 150. Exactly. So that is what the situation. And cement now is almost 6,000 naira. And the rod now that we're buying for 3,700, 3,800, 3,900, 4,000 is now 4,500 is now almost 9,000 naira. The size of rod we were using and all those sort of things. We just had a project somewhere where we go to buy the same burglaries and everything. We know the price, the profiles and all that. So the price in the market are not friendly. They keep increasing. And of course, the labor is also fair because the price, most of our things in this part of the country are controlled by petroleum products. The transport, sometimes the cost we use in bringing this POP, one bag of 100 bags of cement, POP cement we bought and all that, it was under plead that the truck guy accepted to take 40,000 from us, from a market that is barely not far from here. But then, this is 15,000, higher is 12,000. And that 40,000 is outside the loaders and offloaders, logistics. and all that. So because the cost they are buying gas is very expensive.
Yeah, sure.
Exactly. So that's what it is. But the best way to go is whenever this kind of project comes up in mind, we do a bill. Okay. As we always want to say in conclusion in our discussion, we do a bill, and then we should be guided by the bill. And then we see possible things.
Between sometimes there are savings.
There are savings, exactly, and whatever. Because even that 70 million, even the 70 million I just mentioned, I just go to the average on what the record was. If you want to go deeply, maybe it might be like 72, 73, or thereabout. But we are at a range of what we're spending as at then.
Okay. Problem, sir. Thank you so much, engineer.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure looking around this project. See you in the next.
Thank you, sir.
We'll see you in the next project.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.